Welcome back to Bulgaria and welcome back to Bdin Vidin in our Football Manager 24 Build a Nation save, where we currently find ourselves in phase 4 of our journey to become the #1 ranked nation in Europe, having completed phases 1, 2 and 3 on our journey so far. Yes guys, welcome back to Bulgaria and welcome back to Bdin Vidin, where we are at the end of the preliminary phase in our 4th season here. We're obviously going to have a look at how we've got on. There's a couple of transfers that I missed off last episode though, so we're going to have a look at those first. We'll then run through the game highlights and where we're at with the board and finances and things like that. So let's go. Let's start off with the transfers that we missed last time out. The first one who came in was Brian Hengy. He's coming in on a free transfer, 31 years old. Decent player for us. And then we've brought in Samuel Nimbombi, a on-loan player from Monaco, the 19-year-old Belgian. Very good defensive midfielder for us. So going over what's happened since you were last with us then, we took on, obviously in the last episode, we took on Lokomotiv Plovdiv. There's that very, very disappointing 4-0 defeat. We did bounce back straight away though against Slavia Sofia. There's a few good results in there. We've got a wicked run of games against the big three in the league. But we'll go through the highlights now and we'll talk about the games in more detail. We first took on Slavia Sofia and it was a nice comfortable 4-1 win. Good work by Pashko to pinch the ball, feeds the ball to Palacios, gets us up and running in the 24th minute. He got his second of the game. Free kick from Barkok. Palacios in a load of space on the edge of the area. Good finish past our on-loan goalkeeper. Slavia did get one back, but we made it 3. Free kick from Amanovic, headed clear by the defender, falls as far as Pashko, who again, loads of space, and fires into the side netting at the far post there. And we completed it, making it 4-1. Palacios with some good work down the left-hand side, gets the ball across, and Lisa Gang puts it into his own net. So a nice, comfortable win there for Bdin in this one. Some very, very good performances. If you're looking at the match stats, it maybe was a very even game, but we the ones who put the ball in the back of the net. Palacios picking up the man of the match award with his 2 goals. Lisa Gang, our own goalkeeper, the secret agent in the camp, has done us a massive favour here and helped us out massively. Next up, we went away to Levski Sofia, and it was quite a disappointing result. Pashko has had an absolute shocker on that right-hand side. You can see, though, that the players are starting to feel a little bit tired. We did have our chances in this game, just obviously that quality that Levski Sofia do have obviously outshone us, and it was a disappointing result, really. Next up, on our little streak was Ludogorets Razgrad, and we did take the lead in the 3rd minute through Wilson Palacios. But after taking the lead so early on, you can see that Ludogorets Razgrad, the best team in the country by a mile, did come back and win the game. First of all through Wout Weghorst, and then Daniel Ruiz got the winner for them in the 80th minute. An encouraging performance from us though. We did have chances. We had a decent XG. We had more of the ball, which was really, really good. And there are some good performances from a Bdin point of view. Next game out was the 3rd of the big 3 in a row, and we again were beaten, this time 2-1 by CSKA Sofia. Panache did get a goal for us though, and it was a disappointing result, especially when you look at the match stats. We had more efforts on target, more efforts at goal than CSKA Sofia. I did experiment a little bit with the formation here in this game. I have for the next couple of games as well. It sort of worked, it sort of didn't, and I eventually went back to what we've been using all season. But after Panache did get that equaliser for us, you can see that Brian Moreno did get the winner there for CSKA Sofia. Next time out saw us get back to winning ways against Bdin Plovdiv. We came from behind in this one. A mistake in the defence let Panache in to equalise for us. And then just a couple of minutes later, we went and got the winner. Constantine with the ball feeds it forward towards Syracuse, who squares it to Celerie, who puts it into the back of the net for 2-1. So a good result there, despite not playing at our best. Bdin are a very good team. They were in Europe last season, remember, and they're, much better team than we are. But we're the ones who came away with a fortuitous result, shall we say. We've only had 2 shots on target, and we've scored from both of them. Another good result followed against Lokomotiv Sofia, and it was only a 1-0 win. Opati pinching the ball, feeds Palacios, who slots it past the goalkeeper into the far corner for a 1-0 win. So back-to-back wins there. Both of them rather fortuitous. Again, we've not really performed at our best here. Lokomotiv Sofia had the chances. It was ultimately a very even game, but Palacios did get that goal. You can see again a slight shift in the formation I still wasn't happy with it though, so as I said, I did go back to the Zealand formation. Big result in the next game. We had to come from behind and it took us nearly an hour to get back into the game. A good ball over the top, and Opati, who's finally found his goal scoring form, levels the game for us. He got his second not long after, and then Bombay with the ball forward towards Palacios, pulls it across, and Opati with the head into the back of the net. And finally, we've taken the lead in this game with about 15 minutes remaining. We did make it 3 though. Then Bombay feeding Opati down the line towards Palacios. Nice little touch and a good finish from Palacios as well. And then just a couple of minutes later, Henning with some good work down the right-hand side finds Liebert. Liebert pulls it across, back for Henning, fires it past the goalkeeper for his first goal for the club. So a fantastic result there, and we played really, really well in this one against Chernomor Varna. It's nice to see Opati finally getting some goals for us as well. He's also picked up the man of the match, but it's a very, very good performance. And we made it 2 4-1s in a row. Amanovic got us going from the penalty spot. We made it 2 not long after. Pashko with some good work down the right-hand side gets the ball across towards that back post where Palacios is waiting with a good header. Palacios then got his second. Again, not too long after, before half-time. Good ball inside, and Palacios with a great finish. He's been a really good player for us so far this season, has Palacios. And we made it 4 towards the end of the game. Pashko on the right-hand side gets past his man, pulls the ball back for Bombay for his first goal for the club. So a really, really good result there against Itar, away from home as well. We've returned back to the Zealand formation. Stick with what you know, and it's paid dividends. We've played really well. Pashko picking up the man of the match award with 2 assists. Palacios has played really well on that left-hand side again, and we're really starting to find our form in this back end of the season. And the final game on our little run is CSKA 1948. Again, we picked up the win. Celerier squares it for Opati, who fires into an empty net. So again, we've played really, really well against another good team in this division in CSKA 1948. Opati, like I said, has sort of found his goal scoring form now, and again we've played really well in this game. We've got a lot of good ratings throughout the squad there, and we've been on a fantastic run of form. So what that's done for us in terms of our league position coming into the final game of the preliminary phases, we're still in 5th position. We've had an excellent season for a club the size of Bdin. We're only 4 points off 3rd place, which is a European qualification spot. So that really has to be our target if we can maintain the form that we're going to be in. We are guaranteed to be in the championship group now. We're also into the semi-final of the cup. We're 1-0 up in the first leg, and it looks like we're going to be facing Ludogorets Razgrad if we can get through the second leg, basically against Botev Plovdiv. In terms of the club vision, you can see that we're doing quite well. The board do like us as a manager. We are over the wage budget, which you will see in a moment when we look at the finances screen. We're also not the greatest from set pieces, which is something that they are disappointed by, but hopefully that can improve once the better players start coming in and things like that. But we are on course to achieve our goals this season. And now the finances. We are still in the black. We've got £49,000 in the bank. We are currently £900 over our wage budget though. We do have a tiny bit of transfer budget left, but it's not going to really make too much difference to the wage budget as things are. Obviously that big influx of money that we had at the start of the season has helped us out with the players that we did sell to get us through this season in terms of costs. And lastly, we're going to have a quick look at the data hub and how the team have been performing. You can see that in terms of goals per game, we've got 2.03, which is actually quite high. It's 0.69 more than the league's average. So we're not bad going forward. We're actually really good going forward. It's the conceded per game at 1.66, which again is 0.31 more than the average in the league. And that's really what's holding us back so far at the minute. In terms of shots and pass completions, things like that, we're doing really, really well. But again, defensively, expected goals against per game is higher than the league's average. And it's really, we could be higher up the table without that. Basically, it is affecting us. So then guys, we've been in excellent form towards the latter half of the season. We've got 6 wins in a row in all competitions, including into the semi-final of the cup where we're 1-0 up on aggregate, it's been really, really good. We are back today though to take on our final game of the preliminary phase. We're guaranteed to be in the championship group now, so it is a little bit of a dead rubber, shall we say, but the points are still really important because you do carry those points over into the next phase. We are taking on 15th place Pirin Blagravad, so it should be a routine victory. And the lineup that we're going to go with for today. In goal, it's going to be Gunnarsson, pretty much ever present for us this season. Has conceded 45 goals in 27 games, which is still far too many. At right back today is going to be Jarno Lieber. 22 appearances now this season, 1 goal, 2 assists. Decent average rating. At centre half, it's the on-loan Brazilian in Neverton, on loan from Spartak Varna. He's a decent player. He has performed quite well for us this season at a 6.92. He's done well for us lately, and with the run of form that we are on, it makes no sense whatsoever to change things, really. Alongside him is going to be who I think now is the star player at the club, and that is the man on loan from Rennes in Januel Bolossian. He's a very, very, very good centre-half, and I want to try and bring him back again next season. 10 games for us now in all competitions with 7 rating, which is really, really good. And at left-back is Amanovic. He has had a good season. He's got 6 goals and 3 assists for us so far. He does cost us a lot of money weekly. At 30 years old as well, the Macedonian could possibly be one that we look to move on, particularly with the value that he's got. Midfield today is going to be Samuel Nibombe. He is a very, very good player, 19-year-old Belgian on loan from Monaco. We sort of missed him last episode. We did have him signed last episode, and I missed him when I edited basically. But he's done very well. He's in as a defensive midfielder for us today. Next up is the player who I initially signed to play in that defensive midfield role, but with the signing of Nibombe afterwards, Brian Hennon's moved forward into the centre midfield role position, basically as the advanced playmaker. He is very, very good in that position again. Continuing on the right-hand side for us is Kirilo Pashko. Again, he's had a very, very good season for us, has the young Ukrainian. 25 appearances, now got 5 goals and 10 assists, and a 7.1 average rating is very, very good. I've just reset all of the skin things, all of my different things that I have there. For some reason, it has actually been about a week and a half since I've played Football Manager, and it looks like all of my things have reset. There must have been an update in between the last time I've played. So I've just spent a minute to set all them right so we can see all the information that we need. The attacking midfielder for us is the young Frenchman on loan from Monaco, the 18-year-old Francois Celereye. A very, very good player in that attacking midfield role. 6 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist. Could be better, bear in mind that he has actually replaced Barkok in the squad, and the form that Barkok was on earlier on in the season. Celereye has got a lot to live up to. Left-hand side is Kevin Palacios, this season's joint top scorer with Barkok. On that left-hand side, he's not the best player and he does cost us a lot of money, so this is definitely an area which we need to improve going forward. Maybe a resale in the summer. We'll have to see how things go, but 13 goals in 22 starts in the league is very, very good. And then up top we've got Marwan Opati. He has found his goal scoring form more recently, which I'm really, really pleased for, because some of the things that he was missing earlier on were absolutely shocking. But you can see the last sort of couple of games his form has started to pick up. He's now got 3 goals and 2 assists in his 12 starts. His match rating is starting to improve, and he's starting to find the back of the net. So fingers crossed, guys, that he can do it again for us. So there we go. There is the lineup. Let's go and win this game and hopefully keep the pressure on 3rd place in the table, which would be an absolute shock if we got ourselves there. So we come into this game in really good form. 5 wins out of 5 in the last 5 games in the league. Pirin are in good form themselves, though. They've won 3 of the last 5 in the league, which is really good, despite the fact they are struggling down in 15th place in the table. Let's just get the league table up over there so we can see exactly what's happening. We have started off better, and I hope that it continues that way and we do grab a few goals in this game. Well, what an appalling first half of football, guys. Not a single highlight. I actually had to check halfway through that half if the game hadn't turned my highlights off, and they're still on. Just nothing's happened. We are the better team, as you'd expect. We've had 78% possession. We've just done nothing of note with it. Hopefully it's going to be better in the second half. And now we're gone. Got our first highlight. It's a corner from Pashko. We've won a penalty. He was pushed over there. Surely he was pushed over. It's taken an hour to get a highlight in this game. I was just about to make some substitutions. I'm about to bring Opati off, because he's not playing very well. He's very, very tight, but we have been awarded a penalty. I'm not sure who takes them anymore. It might be Amanovic, with Barkok not playing. It is Amanovic. And he sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, gives us the 1-0 lead in this game with his 7th goal of the season. I am still going to make those substitutions though, guys. We are tired. Amanovic is not playing great. So I'm going to bring Panache on for OPT. They could possibly do some changes in the midfield as well, potentially. Let's get Constantine on for Brian Henning. Mbombe's tired. We'll bring Barcock on. He's the joint top scorer. Let's bring him on. And let's just go with that, shall we, and see exactly what happens. In fact, we're going to bring Mbombe off as well for Benama. We'll go with those 4 changes for now. Hopefully that improves the way that we're playing in this game, because we've not been great. Pirin are not in the game, but we've not been great ourselves. And we get our second highlight of the game. Liebert on the right-hand side with the throw and feeds it to Pashko, gets the ball back, and it's now Benama to Constantine. 2 substitutions linking up. Finds Neverton, the Brazilian, across to his on-loan defensive partner in Belosian. Belosian gets the ball back again. Feeds Benama. Neverton. Benama forward towards Barcock. Now Pashko on the right-hand side. Again, very, very tired is the young Ukrainian. And now Liebert with the ball. Finds Neverton. It's a long highlight, this one. Neverton finally goes forward, looking for Constantine. It's a poor pass, and the defender does get there. And now Pirin get a foot on the ball, and they're coming forward with Kovachev. Kovachev feeds it to Edmar. A little bit danger here, and it's their first effort of the game. And we could have been caught out by that. Thankfully, it was an absolute woeful effort. Now the highlights are coming thick and fast now. Liebert again with the throw-in. Goes down the line towards Barcock, the Moroccan. Comes back to Liebert. Now Neverton. Neverton forward into Constantine. Good ball forward towards Palacios. Palacios is in. Has the effort. Kevin Palacios gets his 16th of the season. It's his 14th in the league. And he's now the club's top scorer. It's a great pass forward by Constantine, I think it was. That's a fantastic defence spitting pass. And Palacios does the rest. Applies to finish. Pirin coming forward late into the game. We're in the final minute. They do have their foot on the ball though. They've got it inside our area. It's Bastonov. Barcock comes across really well. It's a poor touch by the Pirin player. Now it's Panache. Good tackle though to win the ball back, but Amanovic clears it. Barcock can't bring it down. Now Filipov on the left-hand side for Pirin into the area. He's got past his man. It's too easy. Gunnarsson, I don't even know what Gunnarsson done, but it's gone out for a corner for Pirin. Did Gunnarsson get the block on it there? Kovachev to take the corner into the 91st minute. 3 minutes of injury time here at the end of the game. It's towards that near post, headed clear by Liebert, but only as far as Iliev. Back to the edge of the area. Bashev, Iliev again. They've worked a little bit of space, and Gunnarsson this time makes a really good save. The first one looked a little bit sceptical, shall we say. But Stoilov to take this corner. Pirin's still looking to get something out of this game. And they have. Ushagalegov has got one back at the death for Pirin. It's a good job we scored 2, isn't it, guys? Because defensively we're awful. We are really, really bad off defensively. It's a good header. Let's be honest. It is a good header. And this is the worry. This is them going to go and get the equaliser now, isn't it? It's Pashko. Just keep it in the corner. Finds Benama. Is Benama fouled? I think he is fouled. And Filipov has let us off the hook here, really. The referee's going to go over and check the monitor. Don't take too long, ref, will you? Come on. What's the decision? He's given a penalty. Given the penalty. Amanovic is going to get the opportunity to get his second of the game. No, it's not Amanovic. It's Barcock. Barcock's on the pitch now, isn't he? Looking to equal Palacios as the league's top scorer. It's a nice little penalty. Wrong foot the goalkeeper. Barcock gets his 14th in the league this season to make it 3-1 to Bdin. And that is the way it stays till full time, guys. It's a very, very good result in the end. The match stats maybe don't tell the full story. All of Pirin's efforts on goal came in sort of like the final 5 minutes where we just ran out of steam, basically. We dominated the game. We've had 79% possession of the ball, which is really, really good. And the other thing I've just noticed as well, guys, is we completed 795 passes in that game to Piran's 216. 795 passes, guys, is a lot. So that win, we do remain in 5th place. We're now level on points with Levski Sofia, and we're only a point behind 3rd place, CSKA Sofia. They do play today, the day after our game. I am going to click forward and hopefully the results go our way. One of the results went our way. Levski have dropped points at home to Lokomotiv Sofia. CSKA Sofia did beat Slavia Sofia 3-1 though, so they've moved back to that 4 points ahead of us, but we're right on the tail of Levski Sofia, which is fantastic, absolutely fantastic to see. That is going to be the end for today though, guys. Please do remember to keep leaving me feedback. The new way that I'm editing, it's only the 3rd episode I've done this now. I want to know what you guys think, if there's anything I can change up or try to change up, because like I say, I'm not good at it. But please, if you do like it and you do obviously want to see more stuff like that, then please hit that thumbs up button. It does really help me out. At the time of recording this, I've just hit 300 subs, which is absolutely huge for me. I never ever thought that I'd get 50 subs, never mind 300, which is really good. We will be back at the end of the championship phase, which is what we're going into now, where hopefully we can qualify for Europe. We do have all the big teams in our group though, which is going to be really difficult. But until then, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Cheers.